Ever wonder what it really costs to have a family getaway at Great Wolf Lodge? I mean, the actual complete wallet-draining truth. Well, we just got back from Perryville, Maryland, and let me tell you what we budgeted versus what we actually spent. Two completely different stories. Stick around because I'm about to break down every single dollar we spent, and trust me, some of these costs will shock you.
We got the Wolf Lodge swagger. You gotta get your ears. Because if you don't get your ears, you're not part of the wolf pack.
Sunday morning around 10:45 a.m., we pulled into the Great Wolf Lodge parking lot in Perryville, Maryland. Now, we arrived early on purpose because we read that you get water park access on your check-in day. So we figured, why not maximize our time, right? Walking up to the lobby, I was expecting the usual front desk chaos. But nope, they've got the sleek check-in kiosk. Fast, easy, no waiting in line behind a family of 8 trying to figure out their reservation. But here's where that first reality check hits us. $19 for parking per night. The kiosk just casually adds it to your bill like it's no big deal. I'm standing there thinking, seriously? We haven't even got our room key and they're already charging us to park our car. But here's where Great Wolf actually surprises us. At 11:08 a.m., I'm talking just over 20 minutes later, we get a text message that our room was ready. What? I mean, who gets early check-in at a family resort? Great Wolf totally hooked us up. But we didn't head to the room first. We came for the water park. So straight to the water park we went. This room situation can be dealt with later. The moment we stepped into the water park, the humid, chlorine scent air hit us like a warm tropical embrace. The sound was incredible. A symphony of splashing water, kids laughing, and the rhythm of the whoosh of the wave pool every few minutes. Since we arrived on Sunday, we basically had the place to ourselves. Our first stop, the lazy river. Floating along in the gentle current, the warm water supported you while you just drift and take in all the excitement around you. It was the perfect way to ease into the whole experience. And honestly, we kept coming back. Then came the racing slides, and let me tell you, this became our obsession. No long lines, easy to repeat, just pure fun. We were going back to back, racing each other down those slides. My wife, who usually avoids anything remotely thrilling, was the one saying just one more time. And here's the best part. Even on day 2, those racing slides stayed our go-to with barely any wait time. We also tried that intense drop slide, you know, the one where the floor literally drops out from under you. Talk about an adrenaline rush. Nothing like a 20-foot free fall to get your heart pumping. But the real family favorite had to be the 5-person Raft ride. The one that drops you into a cone-shaped tornado before sending you through all these twisting curves. Short but thrilling, and it definitely left us wanting more. We also hit up the kids' water treatment area.
Gotta get soaking wet any minute now. Uh-oh, you ready? And it's cold water.
Where we got absolutely soaked when that giant bucket tipped over. Talk about a wake-up call. My son found his zone in the basketball water area, shooting hoops while splashing around, living his best life. Meanwhile, my wife and I discovered we're surprisingly competitive at Cornhole in the outdoor area. Nothing like a friendly game while you're still dipping wet from the slides. Now here's where things get interesting. And by interesting, I mean expensive. Our base cost was $203.22, but then reality kicked in. First, the locker rentals. Because let's be honest, you're not carrying your wallet and keys down a water slide. Day 1, we went big with the largest locker for $23. Day 2, after we'd already checked out, we went with the smallest locker for $17, since all our gear was already safely packed away. Then came the food situation. We're walking around working up an appetite from all those slides, and that pizza smell hits you. So we headed over to grab some food court pizza, and the staff was super friendly. I'll give them that. But when we got our order, that friendly service came with a price tag, $56.15, and that's without drinks, because we were smart enough to bring our own from home. But we didn't stop there. The creamery was calling our names. I treated myself to a sugar cone with mint chip for $5.58, and honestly, it was delicious. Totally worth it. The gang wanted soft serve ice cream for $4.99, a milkshake for $5.99, and we couldn't resist a double order of cinnamon pretzels for $16.85. Before we knew it, we were deep in that classic vacation spending spiral. You know, the one, we're here, let's just enjoy ourselves. Meanwhile, our budget is doing backflips in the background. Monday morning brought a completely different reality. Remember that empty paradise we experienced on Sunday? Gone, vanished, replaced by what felt like every family within a 200-mile radius. The slides that took us 30 seconds to access that day before, now we're looking at 15 to 20-minute waits. The wave pool that felt like our private ocean, now it's a sea of bodies. And finding a spot to actually catch a wave requires strategy and patience. Now here's where we had to find our room for the first time. And that's when we discovered the real layout challenge. It's not that the elevators are small. It's that all the elevators are located in just one section of the building. If your room is on the other end, get ready for a marathon walk. We're talking a serious trek from the elevator area to our room in the back. My wife and I just looked at each other and said, stairs it is. But when we finally got to our KidCabin Suite, I have to admit, it was pretty cool. They've got the whole Northwood theme going on, and the kids area, Wiley's Clubhouse, had bunk beds and a twin day bed that made it feel like a little adventure fort. The main area had a queen bed for us and a full sleeper sofa. Plus they threw in a mini fridge, which definitely came in handy for our drinks we brought from home. Just a heads up though, if you're over 5.5 feet tall, those bunk beds might be a tight squeeze. Here's the thing, and I'm being completely honest with you. We still had a blast, even with the crowds, even with the unexpected cost, even with that pizza that cost more than a decent dinner at a real restaurant. This is really a place for infants, despite what some people might think. But as adults, we were surprised at how much fun we had. It got our blood pumping, our bodies moving, and honestly, it was the perfect warm-up for our upcoming cruise. Let me give you the real breakdown, the stuff they don't advertise. You don't have to eat at the lodge. There's a pizza place literally nearby that gives you better food for half the price. Want breakfast? Hit up the Denny's down the road, where $38.52 got us 5 actual filling breakfast plates instead of one overpriced lodge meal. Here's my pro tip. Pack your own snacks and drinks to save on cost. That mini fridge in the room isn't just for show. And here's the real kicker. If you're thinking about just getting day passes instead of staying overnight, listen to this. Day passes range from $50 for a full weekday to $40 for a half-day weekday. Friday, jumps to $60 full day and $48 half day. But weekends, $80 for a full day only, no half day options. For our family of 5, 2 full day passes would have cost us $330 just for the water park access. When you look at it that way, our base cost of $203.22 plus food and extra, actually not a bad deal. So here's the bottom line. Great Wolf Lodge Perryville will cost you more than you budget for. The food is overpriced, and that room location might give you a daily workout. But if you go in with realistic expectations and flexible budget, you might just surprise yourself with how much fun you have. This is exactly why we do these videos. No fake expectation, no sugarcoating the reality. We show you what you're really getting into. We've been there, spent the money, and lived the experience. If this breakdown helped you out, hit that thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. We've got that cruise coming up next, and you can bet we'll be bringing you that same honest, non-nonsense breakdown. Subscribe for more travel videos like this, where we keep it real about cost, experience, and everything in between. Because trust me, we're not getting any of these costs back. What's your experience with Great Wolf Lodge? Drop it in the comments, the good, the bad, and the expensive. Until next time, keep exploring, but keep it real. Adios.